Okay, so we got some rather sad news for the New Orleans Saints and Michael Thomas. He is likely to have multiple surgeries on his torn deltoid and other injured ligaments in his ankle, which has been plaguing him ever since week one, where he got the high ankle injury. He missed a total of 9 games this season, and he played through the pain because he wanted to help the Saints win the Super Bowl, thinking that it's probably Drew Brees' last run in the NFL. Um, and here's the interesting part about this, right? Ready, Mario? Ready, guys? He would not practice all week, right, in the games that he played, but he went out and played. I To me, that's not smart. That's not. But anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Um, and he did it at obviously he did it at less than 100%, and he was on pain medication when he did this. Think about that for a minute, and think of this. This is even more bizarre, right? The coaches told him that even as injured as he was, they were much better off with him than without him. That to me, that's one of the more bizarre things I've heard in a while. And this was reported by Adam Schefter of ESPN. So, Mario, I'll start with you on this one first. What do you think of this?
Well, first of all, best of luck to Michael Thomas. Hopefully, he has a speedy recovery. We say this about everybody with injuries, and obviously, Michael Thomas is added up to him. Here's the thing, okay? It wasn't smart, but Michael Thomas showed me how tough he was. You know what I'm saying? We knew he's had injury problems this year. We knew he's had injury problems with his ankle, but personally, I thought he was healthy enough to play. And this is very similar to the Jalen Waddle incident this year when Jalen Waddle, was very hurt, but he still ended up wanting to play the national championship game. He's a tough kid. They're tough kids. But again, you got to know when to kind of take that seat. You know what I'm saying? Coaches got to know that too, which is why, I think Nick Saban kind of deserved a little bit of criticism for letting Jalen Waddle play, especially with that type of injury. And that's why Sean Payton and the coaches deserve a lot of criticism for letting Michael Thomas play. Simple as that. Now, this is what's tough about it, man. We've heard about a lot of players playing with through injuries. I've heard about especially wide receivers like Terrell Owens is a perfect example. He played the Super Bowl with like half a broken foot, with a broken foot. So he basically played on one foot. But when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles when they first played the Patriots when they lost. So Terrell Owens was in that game and he had like a broken foot, so he played with one foot. But it's tough. Like you're showing how tough you are. But I think smarts is what's going to get you through the whole league. You know what I'm saying? And obviously nobody wants to sit out. Obviously it's a playoff game, but in a game like this, it's really not healthy for Michael Thomas to play. And I understand he wanted to play because he wanted to help out Drew Brees in his last year. I understand that, but not only that, now you lost. Now you're eliminated from the playoffs. So now you just probably re-injured your foot and you lost. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a good adjustment. Now, obviously, are you better off with Michael Thomas than without him? Absolutely. It's Michael Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be dumb and say, well, no, not really. No, you're better off, but you're better off when he's fully healthy too. This is not just this game too. This is all the games that Michael Thomas has played this season. You won a lot of games without Michael Thomas. Remind you, in the regular season, they were the number 2 seed in the league. Okay? You won a lot of games without Michael Thomas. You're gonna tell him I say he should have sat down more this regular season than what was given. You know what I'm saying? When he suffered that injury week 1, he should have sat down longer. They shouldn't have played him and then sit him back down because now it's just I'm healthy, I'm not, I'm healthy, I'm not. And now you got to get multiple surgeries. And I wish him the best of luck because Michael Thomas is a very talented wide receiver. When he's healthy, he is a very talented wide receiver. When he's healthy, I think he is one of the best wide receivers in the league, if not the best wide receiver in the league. Okay, I said it. I don't care. He's one of the. I think he is the best wide receiver in the league when he is healthy. But here's the problem: when he's hurt, no, he's not. It's not the same guy, and it's proven it with the Bucks game. He's proven it. So he's proven it. So I mean, they just you know what I'm saying? They just keep on proving it that when he's hurt, he's not the same guy. Michael Thomas didn't have a standout game this year, in case you haven't seen. He has on a game. I don't think he's had a 100-yard game this season. So what are you really getting? You're getting a half Michael Thomas. I would take the full Michael Thomas, the one who gets the one who gets 10 catches for probably like $130 with 3 TDs. I'll take that Michael Thomas. I won't take this Michael Thomas who's half hurt. I'm not doing it. Keep Michael Thomas. Keep Michael Thomas's status out for as long as you can until he becomes fully healthy, or at least close to it, because clearly he wasn't fully healthy in this game. So, I mean, shame on the New Orleans Saints for letting him play. I mean, yes, he is a tough kid for playing through that. I give him, credit for that. But again, it's just stupid.
Right. And yeah, again, like you said, best of luck to Michael Thomas moving forward. Best of luck on his surgery and his recovery. What really irks me the most about this, and probably the most bizarre thing that I've probably ever heard in a while when it comes to sports, is that he didn't show up to the practices but would play in the game. Listen, listen. Here's why I have a problem with this. All right, and this is coming from an athlete yourself. If you don't practice, what the hell makes you think you're gonna do good in the game? Especially when you're injured. Especially when you're injured. When you're injured and you want to play, you gotta make sure you get that. Whatever you're doing, rehab, physical therapy, practice, you gotta get all that in before you go in the game. If you're injured and you want to play the game, you gotta do all that. Because if you don't, you're gonna be even more screwed up. And because of that, he's having not one surgery, but multiple surgeries because of that. I feel like that him not practicing but playing in the games has an effect on the reason why he's having all these surgeries because he didn't practice. And I said it before with the same situation with how all these players were getting injured in the beginning of the NFL season. They didn't have no preseason. They didn't have enough time to prepare. And I understand he wanted, like you said, he wanted to show off his toughness. You got to think about it. A lot of these players out here want to play the bronze versus brains game. And what I mean by that is like strength versus knowledge, right? And like you said, being smart is what gets you through the league. Absolutely right. And being strong, does it get you through the league? Absolutely, it does. But how far does it get you exactly? That's why I say that. And I don't think playing the game between bronze versus brains is smart. Not in this situation, anyway. I mean, if you're on the smart side, that's a different story. But he's not on the smart side. He's more on the bronze side, trying to tough it out. And which I respect. A lot of people don't want to. They take the smart way and they sell out the injury, which honestly is smart. But dude, you're gonna mess yourself up, man. And we don't know if he's even gonna be the same again after that. I don't know if you mentioned that, but we don't know that. We don't like a lot. Like, do players revive themselves after injuries? Of course, Adrian Pearson did it. A lot of other players. That's the one that comes up on my mind first, but it's not guaranteed. That's the problem. And again, another thing that I have to point to is the coaches. Them saying that even as injured as he was, they were much better off with him than without him. I agree. They are better. They are better with him, but you need to make sure he's healthy because if he's healthy, like you said, he's going to be one of the best wide receivers in the league. Period. So I won't just put the blame on the coaches. Obviously, they're the ones to point to because they let him do this. If I'm Sean Payton and I know that my best wide receiver is not healthy, I'm gonna be like, no, sit down on the bench because you ain't playing until you're fully healthy. I seen you play fully healthy, and I'm not gonna risk that knowing that you're not even 100% and on pain medications too. So you need to sit until you're better. That if I'm Sean Payton, that's what I would have done. But that's not what he did. He let him play anyways, and because of that, he's gonna have to have multiple surgeries. Like I said, I don't know. I give him credit for trying to toughen it out, but at the same time, it's just not smart. But of course, I don't want to call him on it. I want to wish him the best of luck moving forward because these injuries aren't anything to mess around with. So I do wish him the best of luck in his surgery and in his recovery stage. As for New Orleans Saints, go up to them. Go up to them as well. Go up to everybody on there. And I'm excited to see Michael Thomas get back on the field moving forward.